Hello everybody, my name is Last Night I Dreamt, and welcome back to Astroneer. Today, now that we're finished with all the gastropod stuff, we have other missions to work on now. Next thing I'm going to do, I think, is going to refine nanocarbon alloy and print an RTG. To refine nanocarbon alloy, we use our chemistry lab here, and we need titanium alloy, steel, and helium. So today's going to be one of those grindy episodes, I think, where I'm really just going to be working on something, and that something is literally just going to be making nanocarbon alloy. So we need helium. That's like the biggest thing that we need at the moment. So I think I'm going to go ahead to Aatrox and grab some helium. I didn't put a beacon on this planet because I'm dumb and I forgot to. Maybe they fixed it that landing pads don't naturally spawn anymore. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, so I need silicone. That's what I'm trying to get here. Silicone. I need methane, quartz, and resin. Okay, well, we have resin. We just need quartz, and also to feed our gastropods. So I don't know if you guys have paid attention to my subscriber count at all, but it seems like people are like subscribing and then immediately leaving. Like I'll get like a subscriber or something like that. Like I was at like 202 and then it went up to like 208 and then it went back down to like 203. Like people will come and then like immediately leave. I don't know why, but I kind of find it funny that people are just like, you know what? I'm out of here. I don't know why I find it funny. I don't really care that much. So like, I'm not worried about what people think of me or anything. I don't really care. I'm just doing this for fun, so it's not like a problem. I mean, it would be nice if people that subscribed actually stuck around, but I'm not gonna make you stick around. If you don't like the content, then don't watch it. It's just weird that people subscribe and then they're like, oh, I'm gonna unsubscribe. Like, if you subscribed, why do you unsubscribe? Unless it's like other people unsubscribing because like I stopped making Lego content. Well, I mean, I didn't stop making Lego content. It's just I don't do it very frequently, so I'm trying not to do it as frequently because they are expensive, and I do have a fiance that I need to, I need to pay for a wedding, and I need to have money for stuff. I'm getting married, so like I need to have some money. But Lego did just release a new gift with purchase, so I'm probably gonna buy it because it looks freaking awesome. So I don't know what kind of people that you like to watch when you watch YouTube. Like, for me, I like to watch PewDiePie, I like to watch Markiplier. And the things that I like about them is the diversity, I think. Or that's one thing, at least. I like the fact that they don't always make the exact same content. And same thing with, like, Jacksepticeye. I watch him as well. And I think one of the big reasons is it's not always going to be the exact same content. You're going to get diversity when it comes to your content, and I think that's a good thing to have just diversity in what you are creating. Personally, I feel like that's a good thing. Because, like, otherwise I feel like it gets stale. Because if you just do the same things over and over again, it's just like, well then, what's the novelty in the same sort of stuff over and over again? At least that's how I feel about it. It just seems like there's so much content that could be made. And, I mean, this is a completely unrelated thought, but I figure I'll talk about it. Like, there is so much consumable media out there. It's actually insane how much media is out there. Like, you couldn't even watch, like, you could be watching content for the rest of your life, constantly, and you would still never be able to watch everything. You will never, ever, ever be able to watch everything. There's more than just movies and music. There's porn. There's, like, so many different things that could be new content that you could watch. I don't know. Like, there's just... Nice catch. I don't know, it's mind-boggling to me, the fact that you could be constantly watching and listening to music. You could be watching like 2 or 3 different forms of entertainment at all times, and you would still have more to experience. Like, life is just full of experiences, and if you're not experiencing at least like everything, like if you're not trying stuff, like what's the point? I mean, not to be like depressive or anything like that, but if you're not trying stuff, like what's the point of living if you're not trying new stuff and putting yourself out there? I don't know, like maybe that's just me, and my philosophy of life is just like, I want to try things and I want to enjoy my life and I want to do something that I enjoy and I want to have things that I'm passionate about, because otherwise, like, I feel like I'm just here, you know what I mean? The point really is that if you don't have something that you are passionate about, then you're gonna have no passion. And I think passion is one of the main driving forces in humanity. Not just like in our society, but just like people are the way that they are because they're passionate about it. Like, I mean, Hitler's a bad example, but Hitler was passionate about hating the Jews. And I'm not saying that's a good thing that he was passionate about something like that. Like, you should be passionate about something positive, probably, is preferable. But be passionate about something. That's all I'm saying. I just think people should be passionate about, you know, it doesn't have to be anything. It just be passionate about something. Do something that you enjoy. Like, for me, I really, really like architecture. I don't know why. It's just a thing that I enjoy. I enjoy designing buildings. I enjoy drawing buildings. And I enjoy the process of like building houses and homes and stuff like that. That's something that's extremely satisfying to me. I'm gonna give you a bit of backstory lore about me. So whenever I was a kid, I played Minecraft. Like, I've played Minecraft for like ever. But whenever I was a kid, I'd be like, well, I should design the houses before I go ahead and build them, because otherwise, like, it'll just be like an unplanned, you know, mess. It won't be anything, and it'll just be dumb or something. You know. I wanted to design my house in Minecraft. Like, it was a Minecraft house that I wanted to design to, you know, make it better. And the thing was that I really, really enjoyed doing it. I really enjoyed drawing houses and like trying to make a floor plan. Like, floor plans are my favorite thing ever to do. I can't explain why, it's just something that I enjoy. And I remember, like, just one day, something inside of me was just like, wait a second, that's something I enjoy doing, and people get paid to do that. Why don't I do that? You know what I mean? Like, one day, before I was trying to be like a therapist, because I really liked psychology. But then I was like, you know what, I actually don't really like that. I would prefer to do something else. I was doing some Christian college, and I really didn't like it. And then one day I was just like, you know what, I really don't want to do this anymore. This is not for me. And so I dropped out, and then, you know, I had to decide what I did want to do, and then I built pallets. Like, I worked at a pallet shop for a while, and, I mean, obviously that was not something I was really all that passionate about, because it's what you do whenever you don't have anything else to do. It was just like a job, and that was it. And that was fine, because it paid pretty well, and it was like right next to my house. It wasn't a far drive. I wasn't wasting a whole lot of gas, especially with gas prices being the way they were at the time, which was terrible. I would get gas like once every 2 months. It was that close. So I only worked like 3 days out of a 5-day week. So like, I didn't even need to drive to work that often. So like, I barely ever spent any gas. It was fantastic. But I was so drained, like, constantly. I was just like, I hate this. This is actually awful. And so I was like, you know what? I want to do something else. And then I started designing trusses. I mean, either way, I'm just an idiot on the internet. Like, don't let me tell you what to do. You can do whatever you want. I'm just trying to say, like, find something that you're passionate about and then pursue that. And like, I know it's hard to find something that you are actually passionate about. Like, trust me, I know. But I think finding something that you enjoy doing and then like building off of that, I think is the best way to go about doing that. Cause like for me, I didn't necessarily be like, oh my god, I love drawing floor plans. I didn't just come to that conclusion. Basically, I played Minecraft, and before that, I played with Legos, and I still play with Legos. But playing with Legos was something that was so satisfying and so integral to my childhood. So I moved on to Minecraft, and I was like, I need to build floor plans, or I need to draw floor plans so that I can build houses better. And just, it was so satisfying to, I don't know, to do it. So basically, the natural progression was, I played with Legos as a kid, and then that turned into playing Minecraft. And then playing Minecraft turned into drawing floor plans for those Minecraft houses, and then drawing those floor plans and realizing that I freaking loved doing that turned into me finding, you know what, I want to pursue a degree in architecture and like draw houses for a living. And then I figured out, you know what, I actually really don't know if I want to be an architect because they don't really get paid a whole crap ton, and you have to do so much certification. I mean, like, there are obviously architects out there and it's worth it to them. That's great because, you know, houses wouldn't get designed otherwise. But for me, it's just like, I don't really care. I liked designing houses and stuff. But now, with my current job, I look at floor plans all day. Well, not all day, but I look at floor plans and then I put them in a layout, and then I design the roof based off of that layout, and then I design the truss based off of that roof. It's all just it's a roundabout way of, you know, designing a house, I think, but like, you are designing a house. Sort of. You're designing the roof. Well, not even really the roof, but more so the truss, really. But the big point that I'm trying to make here is that it is not impossible to find something that you are passionate about. It's actually honestly kind of easy if you pull the threads. This is something that I heard on the Distractable podcast for some reason. Wade was actually making a lot of sense one day, and he was basically saying pull the thread of something that you enjoy. Or maybe this was Bob, I don't know, it was one or the other. But they were saying pull the thread of something that you enjoy. Or maybe it was even Mark. It was one of them. Okay, it was a Distractable crew. I don't know. Sometimes they're just all idiots. But they were saying pull the thread of something that you enjoy and then say, okay, how can I turn that into like a career? And like, I originally was like, you know what, I could be an architect because, you know, I like designing floor plans and that's something I enjoy. So I'm currently enrolled in an architecture program. I'm getting an architecture degree. So like, I pulled that thread because it's something I enjoyed and now I'm doing it. And because of that degree, I had to learn AutoCAD and Revit and stuff like that. And so because I learned AutoCAD and Revit and stuff like that, I was able to get a job at Trust Tech because they were looking for somebody with AutoCAD and Revit experience. And so I was able to get a job because I was like still in college for this thing. Like, I don't even have my degree, and yet they still hired me on the spot. Like, they were looking for somebody, and I just got hired. Like, the other day, they were going over some resume that this dude put in. Or, not a resume, but the application to, like, work there. And they were, like, going over it and, like, calling around and, like, so what do you guys think of this kid? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I didn't need to fill out an application or a resume or anything. I just showed up, and you guys were like, you're hired. And I was like, bruh. And it's because I had experience in the thing that they were looking for, and I'm a good employee, and they, like, want to keep me. But yeah, this is just one of those grindy episodes, because Astroneer is kind of one of those games that you kind of want to just, like, grind and get a bunch of resources that you can use to, like, help yourself out later. I mean, you don't necessarily have to. Like, you could just go get that one thing that you need. Like, I came here to get a helium, but I'm like, you know what? I may as well just get a bunch of helium and a bunch of this and a bunch of that. Like, there's no real reason not to. You know what I mean? Like, I may as well just get a bunch while I'm here and save myself the gas, I guess. Alright, we're going home. Alright, nanocarbon alloy. I need titanium alloy and steel. So first we make graphene. And then we make titanium alloy. And then we make nanocarbon alloy. Bing, bing, bong. And then we get this, which is just a schematic for portable oxygenator. Now we're gonna print an RTG. RTG. And an RTG. Bing, 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 bing. Produces 4 U's. Nice. There we go. That is all the time I have for this episode. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.